So I recently decided that it would be a good time to finally achieve the Benevolent Leader achievement in Fallout 4. And to do that, you have to achieve a happiness of 100 in one of your communities or one of your settlements. And what I discovered is that the process of doing so is basically a tremendous grind fest and rather stupid. Here I am taking you on a bit of a tour through my community at the point where I had finally achieved a happiness of 100. And it bears mentioning that when I started, my community had a happiness of about 80 and never any better than that. This is Sanctuary. Um, and I had lots of food and lots of beds, one bed per person, one food per person, more than enough water, like about 10 per person. And I had defense around 400 for a community of 20 people. And I had electricity and I had lighting and just they had the life that you could barely imagine for a Fallout or for a wasteland dweller. But they still weren't completely happy. And through a great deal of experimentation and reading online, I found that the things that you needed to do to achieve the ultimate happiness of 100 include such stupidity as installing pretty much as many level 3 shops or vendors in your town as you have people, most especially clinics. The other thing you need to do is stay in the town non-stop from the time you start making improvements to your happiness until you achieve 100. And the third thing is you need to put tons of decorations. You'll notice every wall is covered with multiple paintings. The floors are covered with many, many carpets. There's tons of shrubberies all over the place, statues all over the place, trying to get that mythical 100. And then once you've done all of these things, got the basics in place, and you see your happiness with a wonderful little green up arrow, you need to continue to sit in your town and do nothing as long as that up arrow is there, and very, very painfully, slowly, after you achieve a happiness of 90, you will inch your way towards a happiness of 100. And then at some point, usually around 90, happiness of 95, it'll stop, and you'll no longer have the little green up arrow, and you'll have to run around and throw down more carpets and more paintings and more stupid shrubberies, and it'll start going up again, and then it'll hit 98, and it'll stop again. Well, at the end of it all, it took me the better part of 8 real-time hours puttering and fiddling to get this thing from 90 to 100. And none of it felt worthwhile. I really didn't even want the achievement. I was just trying to figure out if there was actually any logic to the process at all. Like, look at all these stupid clinics. I think there's 10 clinics and 16 vendors in total. So if you want the achievement, be prepared for a tremendous waste of time and a great deal of frustration. Now, you've seen it, and pretty much as soon as I was done this, I tore all this crap down.